Oh. Can't answer your text right now, Paul. Log on if you want. All right, so we're at UTA. Dallas Tigers playing the Wolves. I'm not promising a full broadcast today, as Tate Trueblood's on the bump. And if you didn't know it, your announcer's name is Brian Trueblood. This is the bottom of the first. Ty Manning hit by the second pitch of the bottom of the first. And now driving the pitcher crazy at first base. Throws the second pitch in the dirt. Third pitch. Second one in the dirt. 3-0 count. Ty Manning doing what he does, which is get on base and distract the heck out of these folks. So Tate Trueblood battled out of a little bit of trouble in the top of the first. 19 total pitches. Got 2 outs pretty quickly and then gave up a triple over Pearson Monroe's head. And quickly got the pop fly out to left field to exit out of that inning. The leadoff hitter on base. Dallas Tigers got some great news this morning with tie occurring with the Storm and the North Texas Aggies. Puts us in a lot better situation to make bracket play this weekend. Not by any means guaranteed. We got to have a lot of things fall our way, not the least of which is the win in this game. But it takes it from an unlikely to a likely. All right, so we get a strike called on a bad pitch that probably was not a strike. Ty Manning getting to third on that bad throw. Very, very aggressive running. Cole Solomon took on 3-0 count, as you might expect. Really should have been called ball 4, but count goes to 3-1. Fortunately, it wasn't called ball 4 because the throw goes into center field and Ty Manning turns aggressively, and now he's at third base with a 3-1 count. Tigers looking to take the early lead. Not seeing a 3-1 count. I just saw 2 fingers on the right. 3-2. Full count. Correction. And it's outside pitch, but chopped to the second baseman, easily scoring Ty Manning. Bad throw at first. Both pulls the first baseman off, and he drops the ball. So Cole Solomon should have been out easily and reached on a fielder's choice with an RBI. Instead, reaches on an error. Correction, not reach on a fielder's choice. Should have been out. But reaches on an error. Still gets the RBI, I believe. Should, but that might be one of those quirks where you don't get the RBI because you say you reached on an error. So Tigers take the early lead. Brenton McMahon into courtesy run for Cole Solomon, your catcher for the game. Connor Lynch up to bat. Throw down to first by the catcher, not in time at all. Again, this is the Diamond Kings World Series for U17. It's being based out of Dallas-Fort Worth. Championship game will be played on Sunday at Texas Christian University in Fort Worth. We're in Game 5 of pool play. Dallas Tigers looking to advance to bracket play. Would include 8 teams playing at Craig Ranch in both the quarters and the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. And that's a walk for Connor Lynch, putting 2 runners on the bags with no outs and bringing up cleanup hitter Chaz Peterson.
Here we go, Chaz!
And there we go, our best Glenn Peterson imitation from the crowd.
Unfortunately, Dad can't be here today.
Fans trying to pick up the slack as Dad's traveling on business. Hopefully tuning in to watch. Mound visit by the Wolves coach. Hello. Hey. Did you go too far? You did. No, you were supposed to go left. It's all right. So we're in the bottom of the first, and we're leading 1-0. Tate, I know they started really early, so we've got 2 men on, no outs. Ty Manning's already scored, so we're up 1-0. And you won't be able to miss it if you're coming south. After you go over the overpass of the railroad tracks, you'll go through the housing area and you'll see the signs to UTA, and then you'll see, it's very tall lights on your left, large brick complex. It's a large baseball complex. All right, baby. See you soon. Bye. I apologize to all you viewers. One of our fans temporarily misoriented en route to the game. Not as lucky as you, getting to view it from your desks at work. So you saw the diving attempt by the catcher on a foul ball by Chaz Peterson. Count 1-2 to Peterson. Need either a ball in play here, at least a productive out, and a swing, and it's a pop fly into the stands. A foul ball and keep the count at 1-2. Out of the stretch and in the set, and he delivers. Off-speed pitch misses high and up. Evens the count at 2. Ryland King on deck, hoping to have a couple runners in scoring position when he gets there. And it's a pop fly down the first base line, foul territory, plenty of room for the first baseman to make the play. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Bring up Ryland King with runners at first and second, 1 out. Getting the score 1-0, Dallas Tigers in the bottom of the first. Clay Gould Field at the University of Texas, Arlington. And a hard ripping shot by Ryland King is a deep shot, but played by the left fielder. No chance for a tag up. He put that one out there about 290 feet. Unfortunately, they were playing him deep, and it just goes down as a long out. That'll bring up Landon Longsworth. Man at first and second, 2 outs. Yes, sir. High, strike 1. Landon Longsworth ducks and takes. Called at the letters. Into the dirt. A one-handed scoop by the catcher. Brings count to 1-1. Jake Carter on deck. I'd like to see him get in at bat this inning. It's a hard shot to third base. Goes down on one knee, slides, stands up and makes the tag at his own bag. To end the inning, Tigers taking the field, but not before generating a run and taking the early lead, 1-0. We'll go to the top of the second. We'll be back in a moment. Pop fly, ball called by the pitcher and the third baseman. Pitcher takes it. We start out the top of the second with a 2-pitch out. Brings up number 9 for the Wolves, batting from the left side of the plate. Tate Trueblood on the mound, Cole Solomon behind the plate. Your third baseman is Landon Longsworth, Chaz Peterson at short, Jake Carter at second, and Ryland King at first. Trueblood leads him off with a off-speed pitch high and in the zone. Fouls it back off the screen. Left fielder is Connor Lynch. Center field, Ty Manning. Right field is Pearson Monroe. And a fastball in on the knuckles. Fouled off down the third base line for strike 2. So Trueblood working ahead at an 0-2 count. got him. The off-speed pitch, a little bit up in the zone. Number 9 didn't like the call, but he got the call, and it's 2 outs in the top of the second. I don't think Trueblood was really trying to get that one in the zone. If we look at a few people's reaction, he probably missed the zone a little bit. So we've talked about before, when pitchers work ahead and pitchers pound the zone, they get close calls. Sometimes they get calls just outside. Works ahead again with a swing and a foul tip. Cole Solomon gloves it and throws it back. 0-1 count for the third batter of the inning. And a foul ball. That's 7 pitches, 7 strikes. 0-2 count. Trueblood looking for the shutdown inning. Off speed in the dirt, doesn't get him to bite. 1-2 count. U17 Diamond Kings World Series coming to you from the University of Texas at Arlington. It's our rising seniors showcasing their talents in front of scouts and playing for the trophy that will be awarded on Friday, Sunday afternoon at Texas Christian University. Bracket play will begin tomorrow with the top 8 teams advancing. Top 8 teams out of 35. So, ground ball between first and second results in a hit. Trueblood was working ahead there. Good job by the batter to foul off 2 0-2 pitches. And then grabs a weak grounder through first and second. Finds enough grass to get him out to first base. Two outs. 8-hole batter up with man on first. Trueblood out of the stretch. There's a line shot to Pearson Monroe, who ranges easily, and the one-handed catch is made in right field. So about an 11-pitch inning for Tate Trueblood, and the Tigers are back in the dugout and will be batting in the bottom of the second with a 1-0 lead. We'll be right back.
Sorry. No, that's what I tell them. I was racing to get here, and I thought as soon as I heard Brian's bird, I'm like, okay, I know it's starting.
Welcome back to the University of Texas Arlington, Clay Gould Field. Tigers versus the Wolves. Tigers batting in the bottom of the second with a 1-0 lead. Jake Carter, 6-hole batter, up to the plate. Left-hander, playing second base today. Jake Carter in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So Tigers led off the bottom of the first with a hit by pitch. Ty Manning makes his way down to first base. Reached second on a walk. Now, correction, reached second on a stolen base. The 3-1 count, stole second. Ball got by the second baseman. Swing and a strike 3 on Jake Carter. Catcher completes the strikeout by throwing down to first base for the first out of the bottom of the second. Ty Manning advanced to third after the throw down to second squirted into center field. Very aggressive running. Got him to third base. Next batter, Cole Solomon, chopped a high one to second base, scoring the run easily. Cole actually reached on the error on a throw to first base, but was stranded a little bit later in the inning. So although they threatened to score a lot more, the Tigers stranded 2 in that inning. Got 1 across the plate. With 1 out in the bottom of the second, Brandon Ernest up as your EH today. Correction, DH. Batting for Tate Trueblood, the pitcher. Brandon Ernest with the walk-off double yesterday afternoon to secure the 8-0 win for the Dallas Tigers, their 3rd win of the tournament, bringing their record to 3-1. There's a hard shot between first and second. That'll reach him to first base. So with 1 out, the Tigers in business with a runner at first. Way to go, B! That shout out brought to you from the Four Seasons. We do have the cutest crowd in the bleachers today. Say hi to Landry, starting pitcher's younger sister.
I learned so much on Periscope. I tell you that. I did it. Like all I do is listen to it. From my office, it just goes in.
Throw back to first. Brandon easily back. No balls, one strike to Pearson Monroe at the plate. And high for ball one. 1-1 to count. Runner goes and a swing and a foul. Just squibbed it off the end of the bat. Clearly a hit and run situation as that ball was way outside, but Monroe doing his job and swinging the bat. Pearson Monroe, 10-hole batter today for the Tigers. We'll turn over the order after this at bat. With Ty Manning up next. A swing and a miss for strike three. Second out of the inning. Bringing up Ty Manning, leadoff hitter for the Tigers, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Advanced to third on a steal and an error on the throw and scored on a ground ball RBI by Cole Solomon. Don't be surprised to see Bankston send Brandon Ernest at some point in this count. 2 outs and a man on first. Wouldn't be a terrible thing if Ty Manning were leading off the next inning. And a quick throw back to first. First baseman tries to sell it, but the tag in the middle of the back clearly happens after the runner has reached the bag. Matt Natola in the orange jersey holding down the first base coach assignment today. And another quick throw over to first base by the lefty. And again, Ernest is back and no problem. Counts no balls, 1 strike to Ty Manning. Runner goes. Throw down is going to be in time, and he's got Ernest fairly routinely to end the inning. Again, saves the at bat for Ty Manning, who can come up to the plate as the leadoff in the bottom of the third. We'll be back with the top of the third in 1 moment on your Dallas Tigers Network. It's just the opposite for Brandon Ernest. Welcome back to Clay Gould Field here at the University of Texas, Arlington. Tate Trueblood head on the batter 0-2 to start out the third inning. Tigers versus the Wolves. Tigers are up 1-0. Having scored a run in the first inning with Ty Manning. Ground ball just foul at first base. Although Ryland King was able to make the play, would have secured the out.
How are you?
0-2 count just misses low on the breaking ball. Take the count to 1-2. Leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Nice placement there by Tate Trueblood. Seems curveball's working today. Or slider. Goes with the fastball, looking to adjust the batter's eyes, maybe get him to chase. More importantly, set up this pitch at the 2-2 count. Hits his spot, swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying down to the end of the dugout.
Swing into space.
Nevertheless, that's a strikeout for Tate Trueblood. The first out of the inning. Would have been a free bat if it could have just made it into the stands, but with the large netting, I imagine it would have come rebounding back. So 1 out in the top of the third. Tate Trueblood toes the rubber from the windup position. Chaz Peterson in his ready position at shortstop. And he gets called for a strike. Landon Longsworth still at third base. Jake Carter at second. Ryland King at first. Cole Solomon is your catcher today. Left field being handled by Connor Lynch. Ty Manning in center. And Pearson Monroe in right. Just misses down. Ball one. 1-1 count. One out in the top of the third. Tigers leading 1-0. A swing and a foul ball back against the fence for the second strike. Trueblood again working ahead. 1-2 count. Looking to get him with a slider likely here. And it is, and it popped a foul. Spoiled a good pitch there. Keeps the count at 1-2. And a swing and another spoiled pitch by the batter. Fouled off the screen. Straight back. 1-2 count. Tate Trueblood trying to work fast here, but the batter seems to be slowing him down a little bit. Probably intentionally. Trying to get the pitcher off his rhythm. Time called, as if he could hear the announcer, by the batter. 1-2 count, and he'll dig back in. Trueblood to the plate. And a swing and another ball fouled off the back screen. Keeps the count at 1-2. Now the batter's adjusting his gloves, getting undressed and redressed, and presumably ready at this point. And he gets the called third strike on the outside corner. 43 in disbelief, but that was not the worst pitch we've seen called a strike in this game so far. And that's the second out of the inning. Brings up number 23 for the Wolves, batting from the left-hand side of the bag. Bankston adjusting the outfield to reflect the left-handed hitter. Moves Pearson in right field back a little bit. Just misses on the inside. Takes the count to 2-0. Gets the call this time on the inside corner. 2-1 the count. Trueblood being careful on this lefty. Pounding him on the inside. And a swing and a foul tip secured by Cole Solomon for the second strike. That's a 2-2 count. So working from behind for the first time of the game. Trueblood evens the count at 2. Expect that slider coming in on the left-hander. And he gets it, and he gets the call. Number 23 knew the call was coming and just walked back to the dugout. That completes the inning with the strikeout. 1-2-3. Tigers will be up to bat with the leadoff batter, Ty Manning, to go to the bottom of the third, and we'll be back in a moment.
Hey, get started here, T.Y.
All right.
Let's go 2 any way you can.
Yes. Yes. So Ty Manning takes ball 1 to start out the bottom of the third inning. Tigers leading 1-0 here at the University of Texas Arlington Clay Gould Ball Field, home of the Mavericks. And pitcher misses up high again. Ty Manning's second at bat. Started an at bat at the end of the bottom of the second. Runner was thrown out stealing, attempting to steal. So it gets a reset. Hit by pitch his first time up. And a swing and a hard line drive down the line. Curving foul. Easily a double if it stays fair. Long strike, unfortunately. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to time in.
Nice hit, 2.
Where's the 1-2?
1-2.
Scoreboard has a 1-2 count. Official score has a 2-1 count. We're going to go with him. Umpire confirms it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a swing and a fly ball almost at your scorer. That'll even the count at 2.
Let's go, 2. You got it.
Again, Ty Manning leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Tigers. Cole Solomon on deck. And a slow curveball that's lined to right field. Fly ball, a little bit lazier than it needed to be. Right fielder gloves it, throws it in for the first out. Cole Solomon up to the plate.
Go 4.
1 out, bottom of the 3rd, Tigers leading 1-0. Connor Lynch is on deck. Cole Solomon came up with Ty Manning at first base in the 1st inning. On a 3-1 count, Ty stole 2nd and advanced to 3rd on a throwing error. And on the 1st full count, Cole Solomon hit a high hopping ball to the 2nd baseman to score the run with an RBI. Reached on an error, but was stranded at 2nd before the inning was over. 0-2 count at this point. Sees the curveball, 2 hops it to the shortstop, who makes the throw to first. First baseman secures it and begins the throw round. That'll bring up Connor Lynch. Chaz Peterson on deck. 2 outs. Tigers looking to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. The delivery in the dirt for ball 1. Down the middle for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Connor Lynch. Connor Lynch, a rising senior at Jesuit High School here in Dallas. And a swing and a hard chopper to the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play, but he's on it and makes the lob over to first base for the 3rd out. And that'll complete the 3rd inning. Going to the top of the 4th with the Tigers up 1-0. Tate Trueblood will be on the mound again. We'll be back in a moment.
Get ahead.
Go, Tate.
Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. That brings the count to 1-2 for the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th. The Wolves and the Tigers. University of Texas, Arlington. Clay Gould Field, home of the Mavericks. Game 5 for both teams in the University of in the Diamond King World Series U17. Tate Trueblood on the mound for the Tigers. Draws a foul over the backstop, keeping the count at 2-2. No outs. Top of the 4th. Tigers leading 1-0. Winner of this game is in an excellent position to advance to the bracket play over the weekend. Hard shot to left center, right center. Ty Manning will pick that one up on 1 hop. So the leadoff hitter is aboard. for the first time for the Tigers. Had a hit in both the first and the second inning. First inning it occurred with 2 outs, second inning with 1. Both runners were stranded. See if Trueblood can make this meaningless as well. To the plate for strike 1. Tigers will be looking to roll up a double play here. It's U17 rising seniors. Combination showcase and medal chase today. Ooh, and a nice curveball in there for strike 2. Freezes the batter. Wants no part of that. 0-2 the count to number 20. And the pickoff move is almost guts away from Ryland King, but he goes up high and makes the snag. Dangerous throw there that easily ended up in the bullpen. 0-2 count. And the curve is spoiled by 20. Fouled off the concession stand. So the count remains 0-2 for 2-0. Trueblood looks in for the signs, checks the runner, and pickoff move, diving back safely. To the plate, and it's a line shot. Going to get down in front of the right fielder. Throw comes in. So 2 singles given up. Mistake pitch there.
Come on.
That'll bring a mound visit by Cole Solomon. Clearly a cross up there. Cameron Bankston's going to want a word in as well. So they'll all congregate on the mound. Obviously on an 0-2 count. You don't want that ball in the zone well enough for the batter to be able to drive a shot like that. Looked like it might be just up enough that Pearson Monroe would be able to make a play on it. But not wanting to take the chance of a ball squirting past him, wisely did not dive on it, keeping the runners at first and second. Keeps a double play in effect, but obviously brings a runner in scoring position with no outs. Number 8 at the plate. Where are we in the batting order, Clint? Flew out to left field first time up, right? So there's the cleanup hitter. Flew out to left field first time up with a runner at second. Trueblood delivers. Just misses on the outside for ball 1. Probably had my hand over the microphone there. Thanks for the input. And the pickoff move to second. He had him in time, but the throw was just a little bit up, and Chaz Peterson unable to hold it through the tag. I think he was safe anyways. So 1-0 the count. No outs. Runner at first and second. Tate Trueblood working from the stretch. Looks in for the sign. Chaz Peterson, the shortstop, right behind the runner, trying to hold him as close as possible. Tate Trueblood just misses a little bit low. Takes the count to 2-0. Being cautious, not wanting to make a mistake here with the cleanup hitter, but you certainly don't want to be working from behind on him either. And he gets the high hopper to Chaz Peterson at shortstop, who goes to second for 1. There won't be a play at first, although the throw is made. No chance for the double play there. The ball just hopped too high. Chaz Peterson taking it on the second hop, making the throw to second. So we have runners at the corner with 1 out. 5-hole batter up. Cole Solomon making the call for the defense. Looks like we're going to hold the runner at first. Play double play depth in the rest of the inning, rest of the infield. And it's a high chopper. This is going to score the run easily, barehanded. So Landon Longworth barehands it and tries the flip to the catcher. It's what the dugout was calling for. But a poor decision. I don't think he has a chance to make that tag. Not sure he can make the throw to first anyways. But unfortunately, the toss going over Cole Solomon's head allows the runner to advance all the way to third. So we're still at first and third with one out, but a run in. Now left-handed number 9 up to bat. And a swing and a foul tip for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Strikeout goes a long way to helping out here. High and out for ball 1. 1-1 to count. That ground ball the last batter hit was absolutely your worst case scenario in an infield ball. Just too high for any kind of play to be made. Throw back to first base to Ryland King. Runners back in plenty of time. Just keeping them honest and keep the double play in play. 1-1 to count. Tate Trueblood gets the sign, steps off and throws to first. Little trickery attempt there. Tate Trueblood steps off, feints a lazy throw to first, and spins and throws hard to third base. Blue now with a timeout. Some sort of situation he wants corrected out in the bullpen. I think he's asking for protection for the players in the bullpen, although they are in the bullpen with a fence between them and the rest of the play. High ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Need a double play ball here. To the plate, hard hit ball to second base, just what we're looking for. Throw to Chaz Peterson. Chaz Peterson to first, off the top of Ryland King's glove. Unfortunately, can't finish the double play, scoring the run, and the Wolves lead 2-1. Ryland King made the stretch there, throw just a little high. Not an error on the play, as you can't assume a double play, but it does allow the run. Leaves a runner at first base with 2 outs.
Get this out, Tigers!
Long inning in the sun for Tate Trueblood here with the first 2 batters getting singles. Both of them eventually scoring. Need to get in the dugout. A swing, and it's a foul ball high, but out of play.
Have you ever heard of anyone who's medical flex account? It's considered cosmetic. Did you try it?
Let's go, Tate.
What? Did you try it?
No, I want to. Yeah, they won't, because they want a description of it. It's just stupid, because it's your money.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Right here, Tate!
1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter. 2 outs, man on first. Top of the 4th inning. Tigers now down 2-1. Curveball just misses up. How'd you score that hopper to Landon? Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. Not before the Wolves score 2 on 2 hits and 2 errors. 1 man left on base. Tigers coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th, down 2-1.
Oh, we have to.
tie. So those two things really help them. And then a wild card, because there's an uneven.
7-4.
Welcome back to the University of Texas Arlington Clay Gould Field with your Dallas Tigers facing the Plano West Wolves. This is the bottom of the fourth inning. Chaz Peterson leading off for the Tigers. Tigers down 2-1. Gave up 2 runs in the top of the fourth on 2 hits by the official scorer. Scoreboard shows it 3 hits in the inning. For those of you watching, that chop at third base officially scored as an error on the third baseman. But the scoreboard here, hitter friendly, scores it as a hit. Nonetheless, leads 2. The Tigers are going to have a come from behind victory now to secure that 8th seed in the bracket this weekend. Fourth pitch drops in there for ball 3, bringing the count to 3-1 against Chaz Peterson, who had scored a bunt on that pitch.
Go, Chaz, anybody can. Go, Chaz, in a box.
And it's down the middle, and Chaz Peterson gets under it a little bit. It's got a sky ball out to left field. It's going to be circled under and easily caught. So that's 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning, as the Wolves look for a shutdown inning, having taken the lead in the top of the fourth. Ryland King, who hit a hard shot to left field, backing the left fielder up a little bit. His first time up. Off the bat, most thought it would score a run or 2, but it ended up being a very long and loud out. Takes ball 1. Tigers only managing 1 hit so far in the game. .30 count to Ryland King. Landon Longsworth on deck. That ball in the dirt. Deposited a little bit of that dirt into the catcher's eyes. Ryland King will certainly be taking on this pitch, looking to become a base runner. And he does, but he takes strike 1. King thought it was going to be called ball 4. A little outside, but typical 3-0 call. Gives him the strike. He tries to feed this one down in the same place. It's called outside for ball 4. So Landon Longsworth, your third baseman, up to bat with Ryland King at first. Jake Carter on deck. Dallas Tigers down 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. And he starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Left-handed pitcher not throwing extremely hard, but managing to keep the Tigers off balance here. As I said, only 1 hit. This looked to be a maybe Texas leaguer. It hangs up in the air in this thick 95-degree weather here. Center fielder makes the glove and sends Ryland King back to first base. That brings up Jake Carter. Jake led off the second inning. Almost bit on that one. Lets it drop out of the zone for ball 1. Ryland King with a modest lead at first. Still managing to keep the pitcher's attention. That'll work the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Jake Carter. We're at the 1 hour mark of the ball game. Ryland King going to second, stealing, swing and a miss for strike 2. Catcher makes a 1-hop throw well to the left of the bag. No throw, no tag, excuse me. Take the count to 1-2. And now Jake Carter has a runner in scoring position. Ryland King not known for his speed, so it's going to take a solid single, although he will be going on contact. Good primary and secondary, ball inside. Evens the count at 2. Pitcher wanting to know where that missed. Clearly inside. Above the knees, but inside. a hard hit ball into the right center gap. Right fielder is on it, circling, and makes the catch to end the inning. Tigers go down 4 batters. No hits, 1 man left on base. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Tigers down 2-1. We'll be right back. And there's a looping Texas leaguer right into right center to start off the top of the 5th inning. So for consecutive innings, the Wolves get their leadoff runner on with a single to right field. Wolves lead 2-1. Tate Trueblood on the mound for the Tigers.
Hey, get your ground ball, Tater.
No defensive changes for the Tigers. To the plate and a bunt attempt. Popped up. Catcher doesn't have a play. That'll be strike 1. That should bring Lennon Longsworth up onto the grass before the next pitch. Tall left-hander at the plate for the Wolves. Squares to bunt. And did go, but Blue doesn't think so. So it's a 1-1 count. This one he poked at that. 1-1 count to the batter. Runner at first. Top of the 5th. Wolves leading 2-1. Squares to bunt again. It's right back. It's going to roll foul. Started out back toward the pitcher, but kicked hard to the right off the grass and then spun on into the foul territory where Tate Trueblood touched it foul. That'll take the count to 1-2, or correction. It is 1-2. Man at first. No outs. Top of the 5th. Again, he squares to bunt. This one he keeps in fair territory. It's going to be a hard time getting to it. He does. He makes the toss just in time. Ryland King. That was a long way to go for the pitcher. I think if we knew that that's the way it was going to end up, Ryland King charging that ball could have picked it up and made the tag. But nonetheless, it's an out. An effective sac bunt moves the runner to second base. 1 out. Wolves looking to capitalize on that leadoff single. To the plate, just high. Again, a pitch that's been called a strike a couple times in the game, but out of the zone a little bit. 1-0 the count. Tigers holding the runner. And the turnaround. Tags applied, but late. 1-0 to the count. 1 out, top of the 5th. Swing and a foul ball over the stands and into the parking lot. For strike 1. Batter calls timeout. Man at second reached on a looping, almost Texas leaguer to the right field to start out the inning. Moved to second on the sac bunt. Chaz Peterson takes a ground ball and makes a throw to first. Never really any chance to make the play at third, but with 2 outs, the advancement to third base only really brings the pass ball into play. Should be about the end of the order here for the Wolves. Correction. Brings us around the top of the order for the Wolves. This leadoff hitter, number 23. Takes an inside pitch that's, again, been called a strike, but not that time. Right on the border. Ball 1. Tigers looking for an out to get out of this inning. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1. Fastball on the outside corner there. And a weak foul ball over the third base dugout for strike 2. Tate's ahead in the count, 1-2. I'll take advantage of this count here as a pitcher and get out of the inning rather than give up a weak single and another run. Goes for the high fastball, gets away from him a little bit. Evens the count at 2. Batter will be looking for a fastball and a strike here, knowing the pitcher doesn't want to walk him in this situation. Doesn't get it. That sends the count to full. Trueblood goes down, gets some dirt. Appears that one slipped out of his hand. Full count. And a swing. And a chopper in the foul territory. Bankston with the pop. Comes up and throws to Cole Solomon. So we'll have the second payoff pitch here. There's 2-3 steps back into the box. 2 outs, men at third. Top of the 5th inning. Tate Trueblood gets another swing and another foul ball. You go, Big Cat! Classic Tiger double shake. It's coming with the changeup, and he gets the fly ball, lazy fly ball. Second baseman ranging underneath it, and secures it to end the inning. So the Big Cat avoids the run in that inning. Back into the dugout where the Tigers are going to need a run to tie the ball game. Down 2-1 going to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Here we go, Big.
Brandon Ernest leading off. Bottom of the 5th inning for the Dallas Tigers. They look to even the score or take the lead against the Wolves. Currently down 2-1.
Copy.
And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Ernest takes strike 1. I don't know, he leaves it up. It's called ball 2. That was a nice pitch for a ball. So 2-0 count. Ernest was looking dead red for the fastball, got the curve, let it go. 2-1 count.
Yeah.
And he takes ball 3 up high. 3 balls and 1 strike to Brandon Ernest. Looking to be a base runner in this inning. Tigers have only mustered 1 hit in the game so far. But that's the second hit by pitch. And Brandon Ernest will move on down to first base.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
So hit by pitch on a 3-1 count. That's the one time you're allowed to dodge the ball when it's clearly going to be ball 4. But the Tigers will take it any way they can, and they have their leadoff runner on board as Pearson Monroe steps into the batter's box. Turn the batting order over after this at bat. Ty Manning on deck.
Let's go, Pearson.
Ty Manning squares the bunt. Called strike on the very outside, very low corner.
That's Pearson.
Yeah, as you all heard, I mentioned Ty Manning on deck, not batting, so didn't square the bunt. Pickoff attempt, very lazily thrown over to first base. Brandon Ernest unhitching the train and running all the way to third base, where the throw gets away again, but he'll hold it third. So Brandon Ernest moving on the poor throw by the pitcher. It gets all the way to the screen.
There he is, Pearson.
Brandon Ernest may need a timeout and some air at this point. Gotta love it. Tigers now are in business. The man at third and no outs. 0-1 the count to Pearson Monroe and ready to turn the lineup over with Ty Manning on deck. Left-handed pitcher tried to make that kind of lazy move over to first base, just throwing it and stepping toward first base. Threw it in the dirt, squirted by the first baseman and all the way to the screen, a good 40 feet. Bankston was screaming for Ernest to turn before he got halfway there. Not sure his lungs were agreeing with it, but he managed to truck his way over. Good throw would have made it interesting, but it was anything but 10 feet to the right of the bag. And a swing and a chopping foul ball takes the count to 1-2 for Pearson Monroe. Looking to do a job here and tie the ball game up. He'll be told to shorten up here, choke up, shorten up, get a ground ball. Although the infield's up, ground ball to second, likely to score the run. And there's a line shot right to the first baseman who lays out, makes the glove catch, and sends Brandon Ernest back to third base to avoid the double play. So 1 out. Man at first, Ty Manning up to the plate. Be looking for some contact here. And a hard hit ball into the gap. We're going to see the tag up. Left-hander makes the throw. It's offline. Brandon's going to come in standing up to tie the ball game as Ty Manning does a job with the deep sac fly on the first pitch. And it's 2-2. Tigers still batting in the bottom of the fifth. Cole Solomon up with 2 outs. So once again, a leadoff walk costs a run. 7. Correction, a leadoff hit by pitch
Early.
costs the Wolves a run. And that's Tiger baseball, manufacturing a run without a hit so far in the inning. Hit by pitch, reaches 2 more bags on errors. Sac fly to score the run. Cole Solomon looking to be a base runner here. Takes ball 2, 2-0 the count. And a swing and a pulled foul ball into the dugout for strike 1.
In a box.
Fans liked it, but the umpire didn't, so it's a 3-1 count. 2 outs. Cole Solomon looking for the perfect pitch to hit here. Doesn't get it, but he'll jog down to first base with the walk. Second base runner of the inning for the Tigers. Still no hits in this inning. Connor Lynch, hot-hitting right-hander coming to the plate. Number 8 playing left field today. Who has our lone hit? I'm trying to remember. Only the hit of the game for the Tigers came from Brandon Ernest, who with 2 outs at first base was caught stealing second. Ty Manning at the plate. Strategic move more often than not by the Tigers. Curveball catches the outside corner.
You ready, Connor?
Let's go, Connor.
Makes the count 2-1. Brenton McMahon diving back into first as the courtesy runner for Cole Solomon. The catcher tries to throw behind him. That's
All right.
high ball 4 to Connor Lynch. Putting 2 runners on in front of Chaz Peterson.
Here we go. Chaz.
Cleanup hitter today. Chance for an RBI here. Let's go, Chaz!
Here we go, Chuck.
Much better imitation coming from the crowd. Going to have a mound visit, second of the game. The Wolves did have action in their bullpen and do have a pitcher ready and warmed up. And that's it. Coach is taking the ball from him. We'll stay with you during the warm-up pitches, as the Tigers have put 2 runners on with 2 outs. And the Wolves coach has seen enough. Jazz 0 for 2. Yeah.
For what? Oh yeah, salmon keeps you kind of cool.
Another left-hander here on the mound. Might be a little bit more speed, or it just might be a jerkier motion that makes it look like the ball's coming in faster. As most of you know, you don't need near as much speed coming from the left side as you need from the right side. Yes, starting pitcher only gave up 1 hit, but he gave up 2 runs. Both runners scoring after reaching base on a hit by pitch. The game in its entirety is uncharacteristic of Tiger baseball, but those 2 runs scoring as leadoff runners getting hit by pitch, not unusual at all for the Tigers. Both runners reached third from first on an error. Ty Manning drawing the throw down to second on an attempted steal that squirted into center field. Brandon Ernest lead drawing a throw to first that squirted all the way to the fence, giving him 2 extra bases. So the offense coming in uncharacteristic ways, the Tigers taking the most of it. I'd like to see a little bit more traditional scoring method here. With Chaz Peterson, the cleanup hitter, up to bat with 2 outs and a runner at first and second. McMahon at second, Connor Lynch at first. Solid single will score Brenton easily. 2-base hit should score Connor Lynch. Ball in the dirt hard there. Catcher does a good job to stop it and keep the runners in position. Ball 1 to Chaz Peterson. And a slow curveball for called strike 1. That one looked to barely break the 50-mile-an-hour mark. Chaz lays off of it. Once again, he bounces it in front of home plate. Catcher does a good job of blocking it, keeping it in front of him, and holding the runners. Shortstop doing the primary job, holding the runner at second. First baseman playing about 10 feet behind Connor Lynch, not attempting to hold him. Getting the ball low, 3-1 count to Chaz Peterson. He'll be looking dead red here for that fastball that he can drive. Connor Lynch isn't going to take too big a lead over there at first base, especially on this count, knowing a left-hander can easily get the ball over to first base if the first baseman sneaks to the bag behind him. And pitcher fills it up, but it misses just high. I think the entire stands, both sets of stands, had called that strike 2, but blue is indicating to the dugout that the ball was at the letters and therefore too high. So now we've got bases loaded for Ryland King. Guy you want up in this position, a contact hitter who hits for power. Chaz Peterson with a huge secondary at first base. Got to admit, making the announcer just a little bit nervous. As we said, left-handed pitcher, but he is going from the windup. Still only needs to step off in order to make something happen. Big swing from the right-hander. Fouls it off his own foot for strike 1. Correction, strike 2. 0-2 count. 0-2 count?
You got it, buddy. You got it.
Called strike on the first pitch. Swinging foul ball. The second pitch, Ryland King behind on the count. It's going to have to battle here. Rips one down the left field side, but just foul of the third base. Bag. Expecting a curveball there and got it, but just couldn't stay back far enough on it. You'll see some more junk here. Count remaining at 0-2. Out of the windup and the delivery. A looping, slow curveball that King does his best to foul off. Keeps the count at 0-2.
Hey, way to battle.
Fifth pitch of at bat. Coming now. Looking for something he can drive here. Spoil a good pitch. Hit a mistake. And this one hits the batter in the lead foot. And that will bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Renton McMahon touches it, and the Tigers have the lead 3-2.
Ain't never enough here, 5.
Terrible mistake by the left-handed relief pitcher. 0-2 count. Ryland King fouls off 2 of those. And then gets the...
What does he want him to check?
Unbelievably, the Wolves coach is complaining about a batter being hit in the foot. So the Blue is going to go consult with his other Blue. Not sure what that person could possibly tell him.
Here we go, Lando.
Clearly, a batter cannot be expected to dodge a curveball thrown by a left-hander. Field umpire appears to chuckle slightly. Wolves coach disgusted and back in the dugout.
Let's go, Landon.
Plate will be clean. Landon Longsworth will come into the batter's box.
Here we go, 5.
Bases loaded. Tigers in business with 2 outs. And a hard hit ball into left field. Scores a run. Holds the runner at third. Tigers have a 2-run lead. Clutch stroke by Landon Longsworth.
Good job. That boy, 5.
4-2 Tigers.
All right, Jake, find another hole.
Come on, Jake, never
2
enough.
outs. Bases still loaded. The left-hander from Tulsa, Jake Carter at the plate.
Face it.
So speed on the bases at third with Chaz Peterson walking halfway down the line. And a shot up the middle will score a run. Ryland King rounding third, being set. There's going to be a play at home. Cutoff man lets it go, but King gloves it. There'll be an easy out at third base to end the inning, though. Possibly not. He almost reaches back to second base. Little lob gets Landon Longsworth, who was aggressively rounding second base. So Brandon Ernest stranded in the on-deck circle, but not before the Tigers push across 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take a commanding 6-2 lead. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Tigers up 5-2 in the Diamond King World Series.
Good job, Cat.
Ernest lost the other day.
Three up, 3 down, 2-2. 3 up, 2-2. Here we go.
I thought we were behind already, to be honest with you.
I went back
I thought Landon was behind. Landon didn't have the lead when he left. All right, we're back at the University of Texas, Arlington. Clay Gould Field, the home of the Mavericks, where your Dallas Tigers have just snatched the lead from the Plano Wolves, putting a 5 spot on the board in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring in the relief pitcher, Brandon Ernest, double deuces, who's 1 for 1 in the game at the plate, and also drew a walk last time up. 6-2 Tigers, top of the 6th.
Good job, Brandon.
Swing and a miss. Takes the count to 1-2. Brandon looking to work quick. Already on the rubber. Has the sign and makes the delivery. Gets the call for strike 3. 5. Upset. Good pitch. Wolves coach risking ejection, challenging balls and strikes from 100 feet from the home plate. No way he can make the call from there, but he's trying to anyways. Ernest comes with a fastball. Ryland King has to range back. He'll make the toss over to Brandon Ernest, who stretches and tags at the same time. Your cameraman not up to speed there. But trust me, Brandon Ernest was. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Brandon Ernest looking for the shutdown inning.
You're fine. Go ahead. Go, Reed. I'll make it work. I'll scoot you down 1. How about that?
Comes to the plate, gets the call at first strike. And once again, the challenge coming from all the way down at third base where he has no clue where the ball was. Just outside. Ball 1, 1-1 to count. Blue clearly tired of being challenged on balls and strikes. Cardinals sin for a manager in this game. Ryland King gets the ground ball, scoops it up and makes the tag, rolls the ball to the mound. Brandon Ernest accomplishes the shutdown inning. Tigers lead 6-2 going to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back in a moment. And so Brandon Ernest as your relief pitcher, starting the game as a DH, burns the DH and comes to the plate for the at-bat to start out the bottom of the 6th inning. That finds the 5-hole after bouncing in front of the plate. Goes all the way to the screen. For ball 1, Tigers jumped out to a 6-2 lead, putting a 5 spot on the board in the bottom of the 5th. Bringing on the relief pitcher. Another lefty. He's having a hard time locating his pitches. That's ball 2 to Brandon Ernest. Clearing breath, looking for a fastball. Misses up and out, taking the count to 3-0. And that misses up as well for 4 straight pitches. That'll get the leadoff runner down to first base for the 2nd inning in a row for the Dallas Tigers. Brings up Pearson Monroe. Last batter in your batting order. Bankston looking for a clarification to see if it's all right if he does a courtesy runner for his pitcher, even though the pitcher started out as a designated hitter. That'll bring the last batted out of the dugout. Brenton McMahon to first base. Also increases speed a little bit on the bases for the Tigers. Pearson Monroe takes strike 1. Curveball in at the knees. Be surprised to see a laid down bunt here for an insurance run. Outside, catcher feints the throw down to first base. Pearson Monroe not squaring on the first 2 pitches, but again, good situation for a bunt and run. But we've got a line drive foul out over the bullpen, taking the count to 1-2. Chatter coming in on the periscope line. And a curveball just misses inside. That'll get the Wolves coach upset again. 2-2 the count. Pearson Monroe at the plate. And it bounces off the plate for ball 3. Make it a full count. Brenton McMahon, first base courtesy runner, as Brandon Ernest drew the 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. Turning over the batting order after this at bat, Ty Manning on deck. And a chopper right up the middle. Shortstop makes the play, makes the tag, and gets the out on the lead runner. So Pearson Monroe will be standing at first with 1 out and Ty Manning batting.
Let's go 2 any way you can.
Ty Manning with the clutch ground out RBI last time up to tie the ball game. Returning the favor that was given to him in the top of the 1st when he scored the first run from third base on a ground ball to second by Cole Solomon. And an unorthodox throw to first base by the pitcher. Gets away from the first baseman, but not enough to advance the runner. Manning puts down a beautiful bunt. This is going to be a tough play for the pitcher who makes the throw way late and also offline. That's going to advance runners. Going to score Pearson Monroe as we get the hands thrown up. Ball has gotten out of play, but that's going to result in 2 bases beyond the throw because that was the first play by the infielder.
That's a triple. Oh, come on.
Picking up some crowd noise here.
On my recording, it's a triple.
Picking up some crowd noise, looking for a friendly home call. Regardless of how it's scored in the book, Ty Manning standing at third with 1 out, looking to score with a job being done by Cole Solomon again. Cole Solomon takes ball 1.
Go after 1 early.
Score now 7-2 Tigers. Ty Manning putting pressure on everybody with a 15-foot lead down off of third base. Ty Manning with the outright steal of home plate yesterday. Ryland King at bat, taking ball 3 and watching as Ty Manning slid into third, or for home. So the ground ball to third base scores Ty Manning easily. Cole Solomon out at first this time. Reached on an error on the same play in the first inning. But again, gets the run home and pads the lead. Tigers now 8-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Connor Lynch at the plate. Tigers still only recording 4 hits in the game, but making the most of walks, hits by pitch, and errors by the Wolves. The ball misses outside, but he gets the call. Correction, does not get the call. 2-0 the count on Connor Lynch.
What's your name, big guy?
Scoreboard yet to be reset has 3-1 from the other batter. Now it's corrected.
You probably are.
Connor Lynch looking for fastball, gets it, but it's a foot outside. Catcher trying to calm the pitcher, asking him to take it a little easier. 3-0 count. Connor Lynch will be taking here. Tiger faithful, much more jovial now that it's an 8-2 lead.
How old are you, Noah?
Very tense up in the stands just a few minutes ago when we were in the bottom of the 5th, down 2-1.
Here we go, Chad.
4-pitch walk for Connor Lynch. Moves the runner down to first base and draws the mound visit by the catcher. Chaz Peterson looking to break a string.
Yeah.
Needing a big hit to extend the inning. Walked last time up, correct? 0-2 the first time's up. Walked last time to fill the bases and bring up Ryland King, who reached on a hit by pitch, scoring a run to tie the game last inning. Takes strike 1.
All right, here we go, Chaz.
Looping curveball. Just not pretty enough for Blue. Felt it came down a little late. Tough call to make for Blue. That ball's moving so slow and breaking right at the very end. Ball game for time, folks. So time has run out. And I think patience probably a little bit by Blue, being challenged on balls and strikes consistently. That'll go down in the books as an 8-2 victory for your Dallas Tigers. Finishing out pool play for them in the Diamond Kings World Series U17 game. We'll wait till late tonight to know whether we'll be broadcasting tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be here for the quarterfinals tomorrow as your Dallas Tigers look to play in bracket play at 1 o'clock, Craig Ranch. We'll see you then, potentially. Until then, have a great day.